Good evening,
Good evening, good evening,
everyone.
good evening.
Welcome. I am your host, Toboshes Rochester, and I'm here with my co-host.
Raphael Jones.
Yes, I hope everyone.
Welcome back to Bossius.
Thank
Welcome
you,
back.
thank you, you
Yeah.
guys. I missed you guys. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys missed me because I missed you. Man, he held it down, and I appreciate you. I appreciate my producers. I missed you guys so much. This is my other family. Y'all don't know that, but this is my other family. Okay, away from home. So, yeah. So we get down when we're here together and have a good time, and talk about things that family do.
Yeah.
So yeah. But tonight,
hmm
excuse me, my glasses here. Tonight's topic is hello. Do we fully heal?
Hey,
Oh,
Brenda.
excuse me. Can we fully heal from trauma? Can we? Yes. So, I'm Toboshes, and you know what I like to do? Be all up in your business, and if you have any indie music videos, please don't hesitate to submit them to plugstudionetwork.com. And if you want to call in and interact in with the conversation, telephone number 302-312-3534. Okay? So, those who are on, welcome to the show tonight. Um, yes, so trauma.
Mm.
Do you think we could ever heal from that?
Well, you gotta figure out which trauma. You talking physical?
Yes.
You
All
talking
kinds.
mental?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then you
Yes.
have that trauma of the heart.
Yes.
So you gotta figure out.
Ooh.
So you gotta
Gotta have
figure
that
out
Band-Aid
exactly
across there, right?
which one you're dealing with. Now, trauma
Yes.
from the heart
Yes.
takes a while to heal from.
Ooh.
Physical trauma you can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some physical trauma may have some problems there, but you can
Yes.
heal from it.
Yes.
Mental
Yes.
trauma,
Yes.
you can heal from it. You have to do the work.
Yes.
But yeah, it is a way.
Yeah. Everybody is totally different. Everybody's not the same, as we all know. Am I
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And you just got to take it one day at a time.
Mhm.
And some people's trauma is worse than others.
That's true.
And
That is true.
Yeah.
Everybody's trauma not the same.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a good topic tonight because it was just on my mind to talk about. Because I had my own trauma,
Right.
and I'm still healing because everything doesn't happen overnight. You still have
No.
that process that you go through, right?
Yeah.
And so everybody has that, and so I'll be in my jazzy mode where I don't want to be bothered. Everybody be like, "You still in bed? It's 11 o'clock." Yup.
Yeah.
Still got my covers on. I'm not getting up yet.
That's that.
So,
That's that mental and
so-
everything in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It takes you down if it has to.
Exactly.
Mm.
And it really drains you mentally,
Right.
mentally and physically. So yeah.
Good evening, Sonia.
Yes, hello. Welcome to Let It Out. And Brenda, welcome. Please share this topic tonight. Maybe somebody needs to hear this,
Mm.
because you never know what somebody's going through at this second, at the minute
Yeah.
or hour or what have you. So, so we all, like I said, have our moments where we try to get through this process. And when you have that, you don't want to be bothered.
Right.
You don't want to, you don't want nobody telling you,
Mhm.
this and that. Well, maybe you need to go see a doctor. Okay, but you tried that already. You tried that road. And what happened? Medicine. Hello. And thank you,
Hey,
sweetheart.
Denise.
And first thing they're ready to do is give you meds. You know what I'm saying? And me now, I've learned,
Right.
the herb thing. Heal
Yeah.
yourself. You don't need all that.
That's
Pray,
true.
meditate. Take it one day at a time. You know
That's
what I'm
all you
saying?
gotta
So
do.
that's what I've been doing for myself. So I'm getting through it. With the prayers and the love and everything like that. And also, I want to give a little shout out to those who reached out to me while I was sick and everything, while I was ill and everything. I appreciate the calls, the love, the prayers and everything. I love you guys right back, and I appreciate you. My sister and my niece came over and doctored me, So that was beautiful. That made my day. Andrea and Yvonne, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much for that.
That's good.
Yeah, my daughter, my kids, you know,
yeah.
everybody was basically checking on me, so I appreciate that.
I'm glad
Yeah,
they did.
yeah. So what other thoughts you have on this topic tonight?
Well, my thing is when you have that, let's talk about that trauma of the heart.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's about real deep love.
it
and
is.
It's like
It is.
it's like you have those. I've known elders
Yes.
who have passed away. One will pass away, and then right behind it, the other one will pass away
That
because of that.
love, that
Because of
love
that
they have
trauma.
for one another.
Right.
Yes.
That heart thing is
Ugh.
like that's, and to be honest with you, that's kind of the way that, believe it or not, I would love to go. Like
Yeah.
I can't live without my
Yeah, I
partner.
love you that.
have
I
to-
love you. That's
right.
how I feel. I love my
Right.
husband that much. You know,
Right.
like
So you will
what-
want
you
to
know,
just go with it,
yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and I've seen it happen over and over
Yeah.
again. But
Yeah.
but you have that mental trauma. Mental trauma is, but I'm gonna say it like this: it's almost like you don't want to. You see the trauma, you see the problems,
Yes.
but to you, it's never gonna end. Oh my goodness, it's But then there's ways that it does heal, and it does go away. But
Right.
you just gotta work the system. You gotta work it through and
Yes.
get it done the right way. Because if you
Exactly.
sit there and just keep letting it fester and just that trauma will never go away.
Exactly.
But you have to work it, and it has to work its way out.
you
You
do.
can heal from it.
Exactly.
You just gotta know how to heal yourself from it.
Right, exactly. Now, do you know of anyone who's going through that trauma or yourself? You can, you know, like I said, you can join in on the conversation.
Please call me.
302-312-3534. You know, like we both stated, trauma has different
Avenues,
parts
yeah,
and
yeah.
avenues, you know. And it's like, what do I do? How do I heal? What do I do next? Do I do this? Do I do that? You
Right.
know, and then some people take the bad way out.
All the way out, right? Right.
I just felt a breeze. Okay, you're here with me. Okay, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
just felt something. Y'all don't know what that is. Y'all, some of y'all do, but yeah. So you have to, call out to somebody. Don't take the easy way out where you're. I'm done. No.
Because sometimes that trauma is really not that bad that you have to do it. But sometimes when you're not thinking, you're not
The
on
mental
it,
aspect of
it's
it.
blocking.
Kicking
It's
in.
blocking what you're thinking. It's blocking
Yeah.
everything that you
Right.
feel. So you feel like that's it. I gotta go, and it just happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like when you have. You also have that with a lot of us be dealing with is that financial trauma.
Hello.
But you can, if you can make that happen and work that out, yeah, you can pretty much work everything else.
Exactly. Because you have, those who are in relationships, have the fuse with the financial stuff where you get stressed out about
Right,
that and that trauma,
right.
like you not even talking to each other because
Wow.
that financial thing is like
Wow,
there and it's
yeah,
stressing you out and stressing them out, so y'all gotta come together and try to figure something out, so yeah.
A lot of things can change.
It's serious.
I mean,
Exactly.
a lot of things really should. I mean, it's going to take that how do I say? It's going to take that little fester of anger for a second, and then after a while, if you start figuring it out and really go for it, you got it.
Right. Somebody say, whose spirit just touched you? I don't
Hey,
know who it was,
Alicia.
but I felt somebody.
Hey, Alicia.
Yeah,
She's into it too. Real
Yeah,
heavy.
yeah, I felt somebody, yeah. And somebody said what? I think trauma makes some people
toxic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You are so
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. You hit
And
the
they
head on
can't
the
and they can't get from under it, and they'll just be that way the whole time. Right? I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
right.
bring it all on you, and then now your life is part of their trauma. And it's like,
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, okay?
That's how that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so right about that, man. I'm telling you. And you have to just try to just.
You gotta call her. Okay.
Hello, welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Abosius Rochester, and you are also with.
Raphael Jones.
And whom are we speaking with? Hello, Marilyn. I'm fine, and you?
Good. I heard what y'all was talking about tonight. Y'all talking about trauma.
Mm.
Well, I done been through some trauma.
Okay. You know, I want to be all up in your business, so go ahead, tell me.
Well, I just lost my sister, my oldest sister, in August.
Sorry to hear that,
And
baby.
then I lost my husband
Yes.
in November.
Wow.
Yes.
Sorry
Yes.
to hear
And I just lost my best friend, my cousin, my best friend, my roomie,
that. Wow.
3 weeks ago.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm telling you, I feel like I don't have nobody left.
Well, Marilyn, you have me. You have
I
Tabosha.
mean, I
You
my
have
children,
Tabosha. You have your children. You have, you got to take one day at a time, because that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
One day at a time, because that's what you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that it's overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I've been where you are, so I know what you're feeling.
Right.
You know, it's a lot. Oh, it is a lot.
I'm ready to go see a therapist, girl. I mean, all the closest people in my life, just left, and
Yes.
all in one short period of time. That's
Yes.
trauma for me.
That
Yes,
is,
yes,
that is.
yes, yes. Prayers,
But,
honey,
you know
prayers.
what? How it's been keeping me through is God. That's the only thing.
Yes,
Is leaning on Him and praying.
that's it. You just said it. Keep
Right.
praying, taking it one day at a time. That's
Yeah.
all you can do. And hold on to His unchanging hand. You know what to do.
Right.
You know what to do. You said it yourself.
Yeah, girl. But you know what? I know that, and everybody know that. But you know what it is? You gotta have that faith, and that's hard.
That's it.
100%.
That's it.
It's
That's
hard
it.
to hold on to sometimes.
Yeah, and that's so true. And you're so right about that, because
That faith is what you gotta have.
Yes.
In these kind of times.
yes, and I wish I was close to give you a hug. I wish I was close enough to give you a hug.
Honey.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you need that. You need that right now. You
And
sure
you're gonna
do.
need-
I'm glad
and you're
y'all
gonna-
had the time to talk to me.
Yes.
About that. I feel
And-
better.
Marilyn, you're going to need that time.
Yes, you
You're
are.
definitely going to need
Yes,
that time to
yes.
to heal.
Yes,
You're going to need that time to pray
yes,
and to be able to adjust,
Yeah.
exactly,
because that's a huge adjustment.
exactly. Yes,
So yeah,
yes. So I'm so happy that you were able to call in tonight, and it's so important that you were able to make that move
Right.
to be able to talk to somebody. At least somebody can respond back to you, because sometimes that's what we need. Yes,
Able to take my call tonight.
yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate that.
sure.
ma'am.
Anytime, and if you need me, I'm here for you. You know that.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
that.
I hope to call you guys and talk to y'all on better time.
Yes, yes,
It's going to
yes,
get
yes.
it's going to get better.
Yes,
It really is.
and
It is gonna
and
get
and you
better.
know what? And that's what Let It Out is all about. That's what we're here for you to let it out and talk to somebody when you have things going on in your life. So
Absolutely.
always know that somebody's always on the other end. Okay.
Yes.
The
All
Most
right.
High,
Baby, I know.
the Most High will guide you through it. Just go
Okay.
ahead and make sure you listening
Yes.
to him when you do.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I want to hold on to that.
Okay?
Yes.
Um,
That's right. That's right.
yes.
hmm
Thank you.
You're
You're
welcome.
so welcome. Thank you for
You're
calling.
welcome. All right.
All
hon.
right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
That's that trauma of the heart. That's
The
what I was just
Band-Aid.
saying. That's the
Band-Aid.
trauma of the heart. It's,
And that's
uh,
where I was getting at. Our hearts ache, that
Yeah.
heartache,
Yeah.
because you're missing,
Yeah.
those loved ones, and
You're missing that laugh. You're missing
you're
that,
missing that
that
smile,
that
scent,
time, that
that's
everything.
just the small things,
Right.
Oh,
Oh, we have another call.
okay. Welcome to Let It Out. I'm your host, Tabosha Rochester.
Just the small things.
Right.
Oh.
Well, okay.
Okay.
All right. We called us back. Okay then.
Please call back, but
Yes.
turn down your
Yeah, turn down your
background.
volume. Yes.
Okay,
Here we go. Hello, welcome to Let It Out. I'm your host, Tobosius Rochester, along with.
Raphael Jones.
And who am I
Hey,
speaking with?
what's up? This is Shug Daniel.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. Y'all just popped up on my Facebook, and I clicked on it because I like this subject. I like this new. I don't want to call it a trend, but it seems like it's just a bit of a rise of just black people talking about stuff like this.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like sometimes in the African American culture we try to, and there's nothing wrong with prayer. I love prayer, but I feel like sometimes we try to pray things away without really taking stock of what's going on in our lives.
That is
yes,
true.
so true.
And just instead of just like I'm angry, this is how I am. Like we think about, well, why am I like this?
Right.
Why do I get like this? And I think a lot of times, like I tell my friends, the best thing that ever happened to me was going to therapy. I heard y'all was talking to Miss Maryland, and that really, man, I wanted to reach out and give that lady a hug too.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
When that's when I came and when I heard her just going through all the stuff she was going through, and
Yes.
and she said a thing. She was like, I don't even think about getting therapy, and I wanted to be like, yo, that's what you need, Miss Maryland.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
you need.
Yes. Yes.
Because sometimes we don't even know why we're hurting, and I think for her, hers is just very obvious. She's
It is.
experiencing a lot of loss.
Yes,
You know, but that's the type of
yes.
stuff. If you don't open up about that ahead of time early,
Whew.
it can really manifest in ugly ways
Yes,
later, you know?
yes,
Yes, it does.
yes. That's why I was saying to her, I've been there, so I know exactly what she's talking about. And all of us, not just me, all of us have been through that same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever lost somebody was my uncle, and I started to act out. And my family is very close, and I started to act out, and I didn't realize I was, but my partner was telling me, she was like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I thought I was okay. We had been to the funeral. We had, I said my goodbyes and stuff, but I wasn't really dealing with it, you know. And it started to manifest itself in outbursts and anger and stuff like that, because I just didn't know how to deal with it. Sometimes we don't even know that we don't know how to deal with the thing.
Exactly.
Until we start picking up these bad behaviors and acting out of character and stuff.
Yes,
so
yes.
I just wanted to get on and just say I appreciate y'all getting on and talking about this, because people need to talk about this, especially our people, man.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Man, look, I tell you what, if y'all feeling down, I know what just recently lifted my spirits up. Do y'all watch the Tiny Desk concert?
I can't say I
No, I haven't.
Oh man, listen, I need y'all to write this down. And anybody else who's listening, if you feeling some type of way, you gotta look up the Kirk Franklin Tiny Desk concert. I'm a musician myself, and I love like discovering new music and stuff like that. And usually this channel plays a kind of like usually like obscure kind of around the world. But they did a Kirk Franklin Tiny Desk,
Okay.
and it really blessed me. I haven't really listened to him. I haven't been keeping up with him, but he did all the melodies from heaven, like Silver and Gold. He did all the old school stuff, and it was just so cool to see it in a light where I felt like a lot of like my non-black friends, a lot of my white friends and my older friends who probably would never ever even heard of Kirk Franklin were just excited. They were like, this guy's good, and I was like, yeah, baby. So if you feel any type of way, I suggest that'll lift your spirits up.
Okay.
You know.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
for
for that. Yes.
Thank you. Well, look, I didn't want to hold y'all. I just wanted to say thank y'all for doing what y'all doing and keep spreading that love, y'all.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you for calling.
Yes.
No problem. Y'all have a good one.
You
All
too. Oh, so that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody to fill in that, I'm glad that, other people are listening in and taking heed
Right.
to this,
Right.
to
Because this is a
trauma.
strong one.
Yeah,
It's real strong.
Can you read out? Look, we ain't gonna be reading anything.
That's all right.
Well, hello, welcome to Let It Out. I'm your host, Tobosius Rochester.
And Raphael Jones.
And who am I speaking with?
Hello, welcome to Let
Yeah.
Out. I'm your host,
You have to turn down
Call
your
us back.
background.
Turn your volume down. Okay, they'll call back hopefully. Yeah. Yeah.
So, where we Alicia sent a long one.
Yeah,
and I
she
like
did.
that. She says, having those strong having those strong people there for you is so,
So
important.
important.
Yeah,
Yes,
and that
it
is
is.
true.
Yes.
When my mom was sick, and then she passed, if it wasn't for myself,
Oh.
Dante, and PJ,
Yeah.
I would have snapped. Yeah, she went through it, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm glad we was there for her.
That's awesome.
Then
That's
staying up
awesome.
late and talking to
Yeah.
me and helped
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
to excuse me, to survive the time.
Mm-hmm.
I love you too, bestie.
Aw.
We made sure that she was okay. She
Yeah,
went.
ladies
She
of
went
choice.
through it. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies of choice. Said we're having a great show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dante.
Awesome.
Oh, Alicia. Let's see. Well, yeah. It's That's like I said. That right there is that affair. I mean that trauma of the
Trauma.
heart.
Yeah.
Because when you
It
you
aches.
lose the people that you truly love and need, I mean truly love and need in your life,
Yeah.
it is strong.
It is. Oh my! Our
yeah.
phone is ringing off the hook tonight.
That's great.
Welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Bosis Rochester.
Oh.
Oh, they hung up. Honey, this.
Mhm.
What? Yeah. Okay. This phone is ringing off the hook tonight. This is what we talking about.
And that's what you call real friends. Yeah. Yeah,
Hey.
baby. I'm telling you, we did that for Alicia.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay. Thank you. But yeah, it's like when you have the people that you really need
Yeah.
leave you. It's one of those things where
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where you can actually it'll take a good while to have their to lose their presence, you know, to realize that yeah, they're actually
Yeah.
gone.
So what I do is, girl, you get emotional. This is a real show. You reminisce. Is what you do. You reminisce about the good things, not the bad things. You reminisce about them coming around and being there for you.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of family last year and this year, and it happened so fast. So my heart is still, it has the Band-Aid still on it.
Right.
And, but I'm hanging in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging in there because it's like it's a weird thing because you're not able to call them to
Right.
say certain things. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Bosis Rochester, along with.
Raphael Jones.
And who am I speaking with? Okay, then.
welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Bosis Rock.
You must turn down.
Turn your volume down.
You must turn down your volume when you
before
call.
in, yeah, so we can
Please.
really hear you. Yeah, like I said, so I still go through my days, but it's a healing process. Like a couple of days ago was my stepmom's birthday, so I was like, I had the covers over my head and didn't want to really, so I was in my moment. Then I was thinking about my dad, so it's like, oh,
Right.
you know what I mean? And then I started thinking about my uncles and my aunts, so it's like, it's just a lot. Oh, here we go. Okay.
We have a call again.
Yes. Welcome to Let It Out. I'm your host, Bosis.
It's like, oh, you know what I mean? And then
You gotta turn.
my uncles and my aunts, so it's like,
You have to turn down your volume before you call in
Right.
because we're listening to our old comments that we were talking about. So yeah. So we all go through. That's why I said everybody goes through this. It's not just some people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And also it came down to pets. I know some pets who
Oh my goodness.
like my owner's going, what am I here for?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Pets suffer too, and that's
Yeah.
that is crazy because I saw a video where this guy he had a German Shepherd, and they took his German Shepherd to his gravesite, and the dog laid there and just cried and
Oh
cried.
my God.
And
See?
and he would not leave. They couldn't get the dog to leave. And you have that same kind of trauma with humans
Yeah.
missing their pets.
Yeah.
My
That
mom.
closeness.
My mom suffered from it one time. She had this one cat that she loved. She loved it. The cat climbed up on the bed, put her nose to her nose, jumped down off the bed, went in the bathroom, laid on the carpet, and died.
She was saying goodbye,
she
basically.
was
Oh.
gone. My mom was like, I don't ever want to have another cat again.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to. She
Yeah.
was feeling all of
Yeah.
that. And I was, to help her get over part of that trauma was we got her the dog that she wanted with this little
Yeah.
tiny dog. So we got her the little tiny dog that she really wanted. And after a while, she was like, yeah, I like having my pets again. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you have these things that happen, and some of the physical trauma that people go through leave them in a form where they cannot snap back right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have people who went through amputees and they cannot snap back. That's a trauma in their heart
Yeah,
that they think,
yeah.
and half of those people go
I can't
through
do the
serious,
things I used to
right.
do, basically.
They get
yeah.
depressed real bad,
Yes.
and
that's how it is.
and it hurts them, right?
Yeah.
It hurts them a lot.
Yeah. Everybody, like I said, we feel that.
Yeah.
It's a really like a pain in your heart. Like, is this ever gonna stop?
Right.
This pain that I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta, like I said, just take it one day at a time and just pray, meditate, what have you. That's what I was doing before I came in here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to. My phone kept ringing, but
Mhm.
I was trying to meditate,
Right.
and just trying to ease myself, just taking that moment to just chill out for a second.
Right.
Because you got to do that. But we're going to take a little break. We're going to check a video out. I want y'all to pay attention to this video. It's by CTW, and it's called Form Into the Light. We'll be right back.
Let it form into light, perfect and divine. Everything be fine, made by your design. Let it form into light, perfect and divine. Everything be fine, made by your design. Yeah, the world is turning upside down, but I'm so upright. And you can come from dust and cloth, but you ain't cut right. There's nothing never new under the sunlight. You try to hide right, nowhere to run right. On lockdown, no dead around, got no common sense. Been stuck this way for so long that it's so hard to repent. There's no shame in my sins, no love for family or friends. Life and relationships will soon come to an end, but we keep the money coming in. Like I never heard of a bad time, moving like I'm the fast five. Drive the whip like I'm Paul Walker, turn the whip into a spaceship, and now I'm feeling like I'm a skywalker. If your bitch around, I'm a sweet talker, and she ain't talking, she don't cheap talker. Stack it up to a skyscraper, got shorty shaking her money maker. I've been living a hard life being rapper than sandpaper. Now I'm getting them dame dollars, so I'm balling harder than trailblazers. Trusting Christ was a lifesaver, and nothing better than God's favor. I say what I want to do as I please and get no fucks. I just do my thing, I mind my own and smoke my blood. Niggas say they know me, but don't know me, oh my God. So niggas can't say we blood, if they do not know the blood. Let it form into light, perfect and divine. Everything be fine, made by your design. Let it form into light, perfect and divine. Everything be fine, made by your design, yeah. The world is turning upside down, but I'm so upright. And you can come from dust and cloth, but you ain't cut right. There's nothing never new under the sunlight. You try to hide right, nowhere to run right.
Well, welcome back to Let It Out. For those who don't know what the topic is tonight, it is how to heal. How can we heal from trauma? I'm here with my host.
Raphael Jones.
Yes, and we are on Plug Studio Network. And yes, and if you have any videos, please don't hesitate to send them to Plug Studio Network at .com. Plug at submissions plugstudionetwork.com. I apologize for that. So yes, Sonia stated therapy can be a key. Yeah.
Excuse me. Therapy can be key and
Yes.
necessary.
Yes.
It's okay to talk to someone.
Yes.
I promise you, it will heal. It would would make you
Feel
feel
so
much
much
better.
better.
Excuse
Yes.
me. Let it out. Yes,
Yes.
that's true. Reference refresh your mind, body, and soul. God bless you. Same to you, Sonya. Yeah, that is
yes,
true.
Yes, you
That
have
is
to.
true. You gotta
need
refresh it.
some type of therapy.
Yeah.
Some type. You
You,
know,
you must refresh your
don't
get that
don't
energy.
yeah. you need something. You
Yeah.
know, just to talk to somebody. You know, because when you hold that in, it feels like your chest is going to explode. You know, so that helps when
Yeah.
you do that. You know, I'm different because I've been there. So
Mhm.
you know, like I said, everybody's different. Everybody does their own thing.
Right.
You know, but I suggest you do go to therapy and get that help that you need. You know,
And see,
'cause-
you have a lot of us that
Yeah.
don't want to go to therapy because they think, oh, they just gonna put me on medication. But part of your therapy is
It's
to talk,
Yes.
is to let
Yes.
it out,
Yes.
let everything out, let them know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
not all cases need medication.
Right. Right. You just
So-
need somebody that one-on-one to talk to
Right.
somebody. You know, and you just want to have that. And sometimes, I find this. I remember, a friend of mine. They said they sat around and talked about, the person that passed
Right.
on, and it made them feel better.
Right.
So if you want to, I suggest that too because it makes you, feel like,
I've known people to
you're
give
close,
parties
getting
for the
closer.
past.
Yeah,
For people
yeah,
who pass. Yep. I've known
yeah,
people to
yeah.
give parties. They'll celebrate the fact, on their anniversary of being gone, they will
Yeah.
celebrate it for
Yeah.
them, and
Yeah.
just
This
reminisce
is
about it.
Yeah. So and that's a beautiful thing to do. You're thinking about the good things, the good times that you had. And I suggest doing that too.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good. So but please do get the help that you need. And if you want to talk to somebody like myself, don't ever hesitate to reach out in some form or fashion, inbox me or something, or you can leave a message on Plug Studio Network and they will get in touch with me as well. We can suggest some things to you.
Right,
We can
right.
help you out with some kind of leader, somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Okay, so just remember that. But
And I know how like some folks feel like they don't want to go to their church families or stuff like
yeah,
that because
yeah.
they're not sure about how their church family going to put it
Put
out there
there.
or
Yeah,
keep it
yeah,
in. You
yeah,
don't trust it or whatever. That's
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah.
That goes a long way. A lot of people do that. You can still reach out to those who
Yes.
you really think will be there for you.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have to be there for each other.
Mm.
Especially when you're going through things such as this. Everybody needs that embracement just for a couple minutes.
Yes.
Just to cry. If you want to holler, do that. You know what I mean? And like, I get emotional really fast. So, this bothers me a lot because, you just think about those who have passed on, you just want to call out to them. But, I'm into the ancestor stuff. So I do that from time to time and I talk to them. People are like, well, you do what? Well, some people get scared, but I'm not afraid. You know what I mean? Because I ain't
Reach
do
out
nothing
to your
wrong. You know what I'm
ancestors.
saying? Reach out
Yeah.
to them, and they would come and they would talk to you. You know what I mean? Like one day I went to my sister's. I felt my dad's spirit all up in there.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He's there on the couch. He's there everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's like he's in there, and he's at my house. Like my brother came over, and he said, "I heard 3 knocks on the window, and I already know who it was. It was my dad." And he was like, "I already knew who it was, sis." I was like, "Exactly."
And
You
it's
know?
like Brenda stated,
Yeah.
my baby said that people don't want to be judged.
Exactly.
That is true. And that's
Yeah.
what scares people
Yeah.
into not talking.
Yeah.
You must still take that leap. Try to find some avenue. I mean, if you're into meditation, go by the water, sit by the water, talk to your ancestors, talk to whomever you can. Talk to someone who's going to make sense for you or help
Let that
you.
spirit
help you out.
let that spirituality work for you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I
A
know
lot
some
of
of y'all
times.
spirit, have that spirituality going on.
Right.
Let it work for you. You know what I mean? Just use it. You have to do that and just take that moment.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
got to take that time because holding it in causes more trauma.
Yeah.
Holding it in actually causes the trauma to fest in your body to the point where you're not thinking clear.
Right.
Where things are not going to go right for you.
Right.
You're going to start thinking about these people, thinking about bad things happening to them, and then you're going to be saying words like you wish it was you instead of them all the time.
You don't want to say that.
You want to
Yeah.
you want to get it out.
Yeah.
You need to get it out.
Yeah. And let it out.
True.
You know.
Sonia say yes. My real place is by the water. Yes, I'm gonna tell you.
Relaxation.
I used to sit by the water all the time
Yes.
just to watch the water flow.
Listen
let everything
to
go right.
Just
listen to it and let everything go down that river with
Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes and just chill out. You know.
it. That is right, D. Nancy. Libation is
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
So you pull the water out, to call out the ancestors' name.
Yes,
I've been doing it. We've been doing that for years. So yeah, D. Nancy, that's right.
Yes.
So it's like when you find your niche that will actually work for you.
Yeah.
That is the beginning part of your healing. Once you get into your healing area, try to focus on it more,
Right.
because it's going to help you.
Yes, and that's so true. And Alicia,
So,
people also don't realize that you can make yourself physically sick by holding it in.
Yes,
Exactly. You
that's
can.
what it does.
You
It
can.
festers.
You
It builds
can.
in,
Yeah.
and it stays there, and it hurts. Now,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna have to say this. My wife, she deals every year with her parents' birthday,
Okay.
and I see it. I see when she's like feeling that.
Yeah.
She's been holding it for a good while. But she does great with it.
Right.
It doesn't traumatize her as much, but she does great with it, and it does make her feel a certain way. So I see it and I recognize it, and I'm
Yeah.
there for her when she's
Yeah.
ready to talk or
Yeah.
anything about it. If she want to say something, we got it. You
Yeah.
know. But I sit there. There's times where a lot of people feel that, like I said, that trauma of the heart more than anything,
Yeah.
because you have that nowadays, especially with this COVID and everything going on.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
a lot of things where you're afraid for a lot of people.
Exactly. Yeah. So with that, with me, I do things to get my mind, away from that.
Right.
With music, walking, whatever. You know what I mean? I walk. I when I'm walking, I take a minute, let that sunbeam on me.
Right.
And just do my little breathing exercise and everything, and say it's gonna be okay to myself. You know what I mean? It's gonna be all right. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna move forward in this.
Exactly.
You can't keep, dwelling on this and hurting yourself, because that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Always remember, there is
Yeah.
always tomorrow for you. You can
Exactly.
always wake up.
Exactly.
You can always start your day over. You can always
Yes.
make things better. That
Yes.
trauma was yesterday. Let's try to focus
Better
today and
yes.
better. So it can get real deep for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But truly, if you feel as though that is real deep, please seek therapy. Do not try to tackle it alone if it's that hard for you,
Yeah.
because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt more. So
Yeah, and I'm feeling like somebody out there is going through that also. I don't know if you're just peeping in or whatever, but I feel like somebody's listening in. Somebody's going through it, and I feel you. But, if you want to call in, 302-312-3534. Don't just look, call in. I know you want to talk to somebody, and we're here for that. That's why the show is called Let It Out. Just like you lose that just that feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
You don't
And
want to
it-
do anything.
And that's that day that you sit in the dark and you just sit there in your house. You don't
Yeah.
want to move.
Yeah.
You don't want to do them. You don't want to watch TV. You'll
Yeah.
just sit there.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of those days,
Yeah.
where I would just sit there and try to just clear my mind completely.
And
Just
then,
get myself in.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So after you did that, how did you feel?
It actually took a minute. It took me a minute to go through everything that I was feeling. Then everything was like, all right, now let me get moving. So as I got moving and got focused on everything else I had to, all the rest of the stuff I started feeling better. Because I do better when I'm moving and working
Yeah.
and doing stuff
Yeah.
than I
Yeah.
do by
Yeah.
sitting still. Sitting
Yeah.
still, I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
But it's like after that,
Yeah.
you start feeling better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like that. I'm like, okay, I'm in Toboshes mode. Time to get up and go. It's time to push on. I needed to get some things done.
Yeah.
So that's where I be. That's where I be at. Like we ain't hear from her. I'm doing things. I got to keep my mind busy. I got to keep focused. I got things to do. You know what I mean? So move out the way. So that's where my mind be. And I'm not missing an action for just to do it. It's just that I have to heal in my way.
Right.
So I apologize for those who I haven't been reaching out to. It's just that I'm taking the time out for me.
Right.
So this is my way. With me doing things that I love doing, which is singing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm doing what I love. So that helps me get through. I'm coming up with ideas in my mind to do, to help others, because that's my purpose.
Yeah.
So you have to do that. Whatever you love doing, focus on it. Try to do that. Try to do something that you love. Keep pushing on.
Right. That was what one of my niche was. I used to leave everything on the stage. When I'm done with it, I leave it on the stage.
Yeah.
After I finished doing my show, I
Yeah.
left whatever was the problem right there on the stage, and
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it. I do my bow, take my bow, and I walk off. I'm good.
Yeah.
But then it's like some of those days when you don't have that platform at the time,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there thinking like, all right, I really gotta get myself together. So I'll leave out. Sit on. I have, like I said, I have this stone that I sit on to think, and
Yeah.
I have this body of water that's not so far from my house
Right.
that I watch it just flow. I'm like, all right, but you gotta have
Yeah.
something to help you
Yes.
get through
Yes.
some of this trauma,
Yes.
because all of us is dealing with some trauma right now. I mean, we have a lot of
Yes.
people that's out of work right now due to this COVID, and I
Everything,
know
yeah.
that is horrible.
Horrible.
That's
It
that
is.
financial
It is.
trauma
It is. It
that
is.
is hurting you.
Yes. Yes.
There's still a way to get through it. It's hard, but it's
But
still
you
a way to
need
get through it.
Yeah. So if you want to call in, like I said, join in on a conversation, and you're welcome to do so. 302-312-3534. We would love to hear from you. To help out with this conversation, because it's really, like the young lady that called in and said, it's good that we come up with this topic because it's never talked about, and that's where I come in at.
Yeah.
That's where I come in at, to talk about these things that we need to talk about. Okay, and somebody said something.
Okay,
about
Sonia stated, surround yourself with positive people.
it. So right.
People who love you.
Yes.
People you trust.
Yes.
People who encourage you.
Yes.
People who are uplifting.
Yes.
People who are spiritually.
Yes.
It's important to have a support system.
So
Yes.
true. So true.
Yes.
Everything.
All of
she
that
stated
is true.
and above.
Yeah.
Yes.
All that is true.
She's so
Because
right.
you have people that don't believe that they need each other. Yeah, you need somebody.
Yes, you do.
You need somebody.
Everybody needs somebody. We can't say we don't.
Right.
We can't say that.
And Alicia
Yeah.
says it's not for everyone, but calling my special, who's that?
Pharmacist.
Farm-
You know what?
my special,
You know what?
my special pharmacist works for me. All right now.
You know what? I
Oh
can't.
my goodness. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
gonna say something. You never let me down. You never let me down. You always put a smile on my face. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, some people
Yes.
got that avenue too.
Yes.
They got that card. They all right.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Oh boy.
Can't. What's he
Oh, my
say?
goodness.
It takes us what?
It takes a village. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yes, it
It
does.
does. It really does. And a lot of people don't know that they really should. I mean, you have sometimes you have that I hate to say it like this, but that loudmouth neighbor that always gets on everybody's nerves and
Yeah.
and always this, that, and
Bicker,
always
bicker,
griping.
bicker. Yeah.
Sometimes you even find somewhere in there where they be all right with you. And
Yeah.
y'all end up talking and getting everything clear. Y'all end up being the best of friends. It's like
Yes.
some stuff like that happens, but you still need an avenue where you gotta let it out and let everybody, let it be what it is. And after a while, you be able to put it down.
Yes.
You
yes.
want to be able to put all your burdens and your trauma down
Yes.
so that you can continue to live.
Exactly.
Like Miss Marilyn, who called in earlier.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a minute.
It
But if
is.
she can
It
get
is.
if
It
she
is.
can get
It
to
is.
that point where
Yeah.
she could put all of that down and continue to live
Exactly.
not only for herself but
Yes.
for those who need her,
Exactly. Exactly.
all that trauma starts slowing
yeah,
out.
Yeah. So I think since we're friends and all, I've been talking to her for the last couple of days.
Okay.
So we've been communicating, and I'm here, Marilyn. If you're still tuned in, I'm here for you. So I will be reaching out to you.
Mm.
Very soon. So,
Yeah.
and that's what we have to do. We have to reach out and be there for one another, especially when you're going through things such as this. Losing our loved ones.
Right.
And you're losing your job. You're going through,
Right.
financial crisis. You
Right,
lost your home. Speaking of that, today I heard there was a blind man who was evicted out of his home.
Wow.
A blind man. Now, mind you, the man
Wow.
paid his rent. He raised his two grandchildren,
Mm.
and they evicted this man from his home.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So thank God that people reached out to some lawyers for him,
Mm.
to help him with that. Because that's,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, you're taking somebody's home away. Why? What possessed you to do that?
That's true.
That
That's
really
true.
bothered me when I heard that. You guys got to listen to WDAL. It
Mm.
tells you everything, what you want to know for the day. But
Right.
yeah,
A lot of times, if you say you're going to be there for that, and matter of fact, even if you see somebody going through a certain
Yeah.
trauma and they need
Yeah.
to let it out, you need
Yeah.
to be there for them. Like
Yeah.
if they, and I do mean, and I hate to say it, in this day and time, you got people, yeah, I'm there for you. Come on, we could talk. Then they go and spread all your germs on the street. Then everybody else going crazy.
exactly. Yeah.
When you're there for somebody, be there for
them.
them,
Yeah.
because you just can't leave somebody out there because
Leave
that
them out there to swim.
that decision
Drown, yeah.
of running out and talking to everybody else
Yeah.
could lead to that person doing something harmful to themselves.
Exactly.
So you may want to be able to.
Suicide. Yeah. And Brenda said,
I
I try to be where I am needed. Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're there for people, like Raphael stated, you just got to be there. There's nothing else need to be said.
Right.
Just be there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if you're not having a conversation with them, just hold them for a minute.
Right.
Because somebody needs that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Just, let them know that I'm here for you. Heart to heart, you're there.
Right. Just go ahead and tell them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk. Let me.
Yeah. I'm
help-
listening.
Right.
I'm
here.
listening. Yeah.
You okay? Do you need me? Do
Yeah.
you need anything?
Yeah.
Actually, truly be there for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't sit there and take don't ever take anything for granted. Don't ever
Exactly,
sit there and
yes.
think that you seen that this person was traumatized
So,
about
yeah.
something,
And you using
and
that,
because you know that it's an easy fix, they don't see that light yet.
Yes.
You got to be there so they can until they find it.
Exactly, yes.
You may be able to go. You may have went through that thing,
Yeah.
and you survived fine.
Yeah.
But
they-
to them, it's
a whole
killing.
different
Right.
thing. It's a
right.
whole different thing. It's not the same. That's why I said we're all different.
Exactly.
Yes.
And D. Nancy said, yes, long hugs goes a long way. Yeah, it does.
It does. It just
or
listen.
just listen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, and Sonia said, so true. Sometimes people just need you to listen,
Yeah,
and you do. You know, they do. They need that. You
but
know?
don't cut them short.
Yes.
Let them go as long as
They
they
want
can, because
Hey.
what they saying to you is healing themselves as well. So let them talk. Let them talk as long as they need to.
Exactly. You know, and Alicia stated, you know, it never hurts to
Notice someone.
notice someone and say, hey, do you
you
need
need
a
a-
hug,
yeah.
or can I pray with you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. I was at the McDonald's one day, and I was just going through it, and I was standing there with a friend of mine, and she was already hugging and praying for me, whatever. And next thing I know, a woman jumps out of her vehicle, comes over there and joins us and hugs me, and she grabbed me and held me and was praying for me. And I was like, this lady jumped out of the McDonald's line and was wondering what was going. She didn't ask no questions. She just said, "Can I pray for you?" I needed that.
Yeah.
You know, we all need that. Take some time, pay attention.
Right.
What's going on, because you never know who may need you at that point in time, you know. And that was just so amazing to me. That made my day, you know. And they stood there until I was okay. You know, they prayed with me, they held me and talked to me, and you know, if you need anything, just call me, you know. And you know, and these people I'm still in touch with, so I'm happy that they are there by my side.
Right.
Whenever they just text me and I text them,
Right.
we're back and forth with it. How are you doing? It's not all them checking on me. We're checking on each other, and that's what you do for one another.
Exactly.
You have to do that.
You must be there for
Yes,
each other. I
exactly.
mean, we're living in that day and age where we really do need to be more open
Yeah.
to one another and be able to truly be there for one another.
Man, it's something, you know. But we have to really take it seriously, you know, and just be there. You
Be
know,
there all the
like
way.
we said, all the way, not halfway, all the way. You know.
'Cause I had someone one time come
Yeah.
over to me and just for some strange reason just had to talk.
Yes.
I didn't know them. They didn't know me. At the end of the conversation, we didn't know each other, but we walked away.
Right.
But that person had to talk. So I sat there and I let them talk.
Right.
Listened to them.
Yes.
Did whatever I could to help them, whatever I could say to get them through it.
Mhm.
And then they went about their merry way. I don't know what happened afterwards,
Yes.
but for that very moment, that person
Yes.
had let some things out that was on his heart, and he felt better, and he just walked away, and he smiled by the time he left. So he wasn't smiling, but for some reason, it's like he just came straight to me. He just started talking. He saw me walking, and he just started talking to me.
And some people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Come out of nowhere, you know, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they struck that conversation with you, you know, and it makes you feel better, makes them
Right.
feel better. You know, you have total strangers just reaching out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a beautiful thing to me. That's a beautiful thing to me, and you know, we're going to continue with this. We might do we may be doing a part 2 to
Okay.
this topic, because this is really important.
Yeah.
You know, for us as the people, we need to really talk about this type of thing. It's really serious, you know. So, being with that, we're going to shut down the show.
Mm.
And next week, ooh, man, you ready for this?
Mm.
Menopause.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, the show will be about menopause, forgot but not forgotten.
Right.
So, please tune in. All right, you guys continue to stay safe. I can't say this again. Please continue to stay safe.
Mm.
And we will see you next week.
Next week.
All right, peace.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it